Hey guys, Raven here. Excited to get started on this. I've been wanting to do an Ark playthrough for like, I don't know, 2 years now? 3 years? Something like that. And today's the day. Eek! I'm excited. Anyways, gonna start on the island. The plan is to go through all of the maps, including the story and DLC. If you guys know of any, like, modded maps, let me know. I'll throw some of those in. Just let me know, like, where you think they might fit in. I'm not quite sure what order I'm gonna do the DLC in. But I am definitely planning on doing the story maps pretty much in the order that they're supposed to be. So, Island, Scorched, Ab, Extinction, Gen 1, Gen 2, and then we'll throw in the DLCs. So yeah, we'll get more into the details of that. But for now, let's get started on the island. Oh, I have this on my single player. I have been kind of monkeying around with different settings to get things how I want it. So we're going to start with the fresh survivor. Just have a preset of how I like my character. Thankfully, I am not new to Ark, but most of my hours are on console. So I am fairly new to PC. I've got about 4,000 hours on Xbox and less than 1,000 on PC. This is modded, kind of not heavy. Most of the mods are like decor and building based. 4 times gathering, 5 or 6 times taming. Let's see. I do have Ark editions. I do have KBD's Better Dinos. I don't know why I just said that twice, because KBD is Better Dino. You guys know what I mean. What else do I have? I do have Death Recovery on, though I've never used that one before. It was just recommended to me, so I may or may not actually use it. Some of these were recommended to me by my boyfriend. Others I've seen other YouTubers use. So that might change as we go through. I'll have all of the mods listed in the description. But like I said, most of them are like building and decorating and cooking, farming mods. I have the generic XP at 0, so we will not be gaining XP for nothing. And then everything else is set to 1 times, with the exception of special XP. I do have that set to 1.5, I think. I have a difficulty mod on because I couldn't get the I to cooperate. I have it set to max dino of 600. Let's see. Oh. Sorry, just getting adjusted here. Max character level is 300, and I think the dinos can be leveled a lot. I don't remember the exact amount. What do you want? Cooked prime meat. Of course, nothing simple. What are you? Oh, you're just a trach. Okay. I heard a... Oh, there's the dodos. I was gonna say I heard a dodo, but I haven't seen the sucker yet. I think we have everything for a pick. We do. I do have stats bumped a little bit. Probably make some changes to that too. I've never played with a max character level of 300, so I'm not quite sure where the good balance is going to be. Well, let's see, what do we want to go with first? Movement. Outrun those damn raptors. Oh, and I have engram points. I have like the first, I think, 8 levels where I get 2,000 engrams each. And then after that, it's normal, just because I didn't know how many engram points I was going to need with these different mods. I wanted to make sure I had enough for everything. If we don't use them, oh well. Just unlock some of the stuff. Oh, awesome teleporters is on here. The awesome spyglass. This unload station I figured I'd try. Oh, and the upgrade station. Forgot about that. Oh, and SS, or superstructures. Superstructures, S+, kind of whichever is your preference, I feel like is pretty much, it's just necessary these days. I don't think I've played on PC without it. I don't know how I survived all of those hours on Xbox playing regular vanilla. I really don't. I don't ever want to play another game without S+ or SS. I have lethals, reusables, I suppose. I don't normally wear clothes. I find that armor breaks so freaking fast, and I always forget to repair it or put it back on when I die, which I die a lot and sometimes. And I never remember, so I'm going to try to remember, but I make no promises. There may be times that I may have to remind myself in editing, or you guys may have to remind me to put some clothes on. Just to have a fair warning. Get all the usual things out of the way. Alright. Let's go get some flint. Oh, I suppose I should make some clothes first. Armor. It's not really armor, it's just clothes, because it's, yeah, we all know this stuff doesn't really do much. I'm looking forward to this. I've never actually done the island bosses solo. I've done them on alpha as a group on servers and such. Well, hopefully I can figure out how to stitch that together. Totally forgot what I was saying. My recorder just decided to poop out on me. Sorry about that. think I was talking about doing the bosses solo. So I'm excited. This should be interesting to say the least. I'm not quite sure what dinos I'm gonna use. I was thinking about that last night because, you know, who doesn't think about what dinos they're gonna fight bosses with when they're in bed trying to go to sleep? Doesn't that keep everybody up? Rock. I need a rock. I don't think I can hit that rock. I was also thinking about where I should build a base. Because again, who doesn't think about these things when they're, you know, supposed to be trying to sleep? Oh, come on, game. Stay with... Oh, that's a dillo. That's another dillo. Stay away. Come on, game. Stay with me. That's a Sarco. Hi, Parasaur. I'm gonna stay over here with you. I don't actually recall what button I had pushed for where we spawned. Obviously somewhere near the swamp. Or near a swamp. One of those. Where's my hatchet? Oops. Okay. Yeah, I normally don't spawn on this side of the world ever. My go-to spawn spot is North Zone 1, which, if you're not familiar with where that is right across from Carno Island. So, being down here is literally the other end of the world. Oh, don't pick a fight with me, Mantas. Please? I'm leaving you alone. Oh, there was our death. Our first death. We'll go up a little further. Because I want to kind of be... Oh yeah, I have some sort of waypoint mod my boyfriend suggested. Ah! Nope. Nope. Dillo, go away. Pick on the dodos. Pick on the dodos. Leave me alone. What do I need for a spear? I don't normally ever fight with spears, so I have no idea. Go health. Not that it's really gonna do us much good at this point, but hey. Oh, I see a Dillo. Quick. What level are you? Perfect. I shall kill you, and you shall be my food. And part of my bed. Where'd the other one go? Maybe he went for a swim to get away. So for anybody who is not very familiar with Ark, these small little condensed rocks like this, where it's more shiny and doesn't look as porous, if you hit them with the pick, you're gonna get more metal. They're and if you look on a resource map, they're gonna show as like I forget what they show as, if it's like rich metal rocks or something like that, or river rocks. But they're a great source of metal early game, and even later game when you get an Inky. If you level up the melee of an Inky or an Ankylosaurus, and you are based near a place that has a bunch of these rocks, you can get a good amount of metal this way without having to go far up to a mountain to get those rich metal nodes. And if you have an item in your hotbar and it breaks, and you have all the resources in your inventory, if you click on the number that corresponds with it in your hotbar, it'll auto craft it. So you don't have to go into your menu and search for it to repair it or make a new one or anything like that. Pretty handy. So then this rock kind of has, it's not as dense looking, it looks more porous. It's not going to give me nearly as much metal, if any. So this is one that I would actually use my hatchet on, and it'll give me more stone instead. Because the hatchet and the pickaxe are going to give different amounts of resources depending on the material you are hitting with them. If you're hitting a rock with the hatchet, it's going to give you more stone. If you're hitting a rock with the pick, it's either going to give you more flint or metal. Just depends on what kind of rock it is. If you're hitting a tree with a hatchet, it's going to give you wood. With a pickaxe, it's going to give you thatch. I'm just trying to get my levels up to the point where I can build out of stone, because I know that that's going to be what I'm going to want to build my base out of right away. And for unlocking saddles, I like to just unlock ones that I know are for creatures that I'm going to tame. I know I'm going to tame a parasaur. Odds are not the best that I'm going to tame a carbonemus, which is a turtle. They're okay for things like taming a giant squid, but other than that, I have never found a use for them. That's a parasaur right there. Good berry gatherers, good for hauling things, and that's good for hide, and that's pretty much it, to be honest. If you use a hatchet on bodies, you'll get more hide. If you use a pickaxe, you'll get more meat. And since we are here and there's raptors... Oh, that's not a raptor, that's a dillo. That's just a big dillo. I'll set up a little bit of base over here, just to get some of the stuff out of my inventory. Or not. Because I can't even build with wood yet, and I hate building with thatch. Hey, look at that, we unlocked wood. Foundation. I personally always do double doorways for my buildings. I hate single doorways. Alright, so I'm just gonna collect some resources and build up a little bit of a hut, and I will bring you guys back if anything happens. Okay, so I just got the floor done, and it just hit nighttime not too long ago. Not really anything's happened. I've gotten a few levels, put points into weight, that's now up to 200, and then just been putting the last couple points into health. Am now up to level 20, so just unlocked the forge, and a bunch of this decorative storage stuff. Which I really like. And that's pretty much been it. I did make myself a mortar and pestle, got some of these torches to throw down. That Dillo is still hanging out over yonder. He's wandered a little closer, but not too bad. Oh, he's right there. Got myself some bolas, or a reusable bola rather. Picked some berries, moved the campfire. Yeah, that's really it. Let's see. That's center. So on the S or superstructures, you'll see the arrow. That points outward, so you'll have the faint green on the inside. You can use E to rotate or Q. And then you have to be out of the image to pick things up. With superstructures, you can pick up your structures anytime. Same with S+. With vanilla, you have a fixed amount of time to be able to pick them up. And you can set that with your settings. I need more wood. and it does get extremely dark. I usually play with my gamma, which you can set to keybinds. And so you can toggle it, which is normally what I do, but I'm gonna try to not do that. We'll see how that goes. Faba. We need more faba. And something spooked our parasaur friend, so he ran over yonder and across the river. I don't know what. Could have been the dillo, but the dillo wasn't chasing him. So, who knows? Get some of this schmelting down. We'll stick 100 in there, then I don't have to worry about it for a while. In the beginning, when you're worried about food, 100 berries will give you 100 food. It just takes a long time for it to actually catch up. 1 meat will give you 20 food. So you do not need to spam your meat. 5 meat will give you 100 food. Don't waste your meat. Especially in the beginning. Later on, you're going to have so much meat, you're not going to know what to do with it. But in the beginning, you need to save your meat. Because it's going to be hard to come by for a while. Unless you have some idea of what you're doing. And even when you know what you're doing, sometimes it's hard to find stuff to kill when you just don't have the means to do so. Or if you're like me and the first thing I focus on is getting a base going. And thankfully my friends know that about me, and they're like, people that don't know me are like, hey, this is over here if you want to go tame it. And my friends are like, yep, nope, she's just gonna focus on her base for a while. Damn straight I am. Once my house is built, then everything else we'll figure everything else out. But until I have my walls up, I'm good. I'll live off of dodos. Or fish. Normally I would even put a wall up around my base. But this area doesn't seem to be too terrible. And I don't remember ever seeing anything real big over here. So I'm not too concerned about getting this up and upgraded to stone before venturing out. But yes, on a normal playthrough, that would be my first thing, is getting my base built, getting my base upgraded to stone. And if I happen to find stuff, or stuff wanders over to me, great. If not, oh well. I'll find it later. And this is a little bit bigger of a base than I would normally start out with. But I have found during testing that having these mods, I need a little bit more room than I normally would. Just with extra workstations and such. Not seeing that dillo. Which I'm not gonna complain. Is that it? Or is that the parasaur? Or a parasaur? That looks like a parasaur. Let's go see what level it is. An Alistro? Okay. Can't be anything too dangerous around if there's a Listro. Oh, this is just level 8, darn it. But I do need the hide. So... some people have this rule where they won't kill dodos. I will kill all the dodos. I have no problem killing dodos. However, I will only kill listros, which are... Let's see if I can find him again. There he is. These cute little hot dog guys. I will only kill them out of desperation. Otherwise, those guys I try to leave alone. Because they're just too damn cute. Same with jerboas. But I don't think there's any jerboas. There's normally not any jerboas on the island, but I don't think the additions or KBD adds them. I don't think anyways. I could be wrong. I'm gonna leave health at 200 for now. I'll leave weight at 200 for now. Movement, I'll bump up a little bit. I think it's 112, 115 to outrun a raptor. So that's usually my first benchmark, and then I focus on a few other things for a little bit. Oh, there's the Dillo. I can't see, but I can stab. Can't move either. So that's a fun thing. For some reason, I call it arc logic. When you build things, they weigh more than the sum of their parts. Why? I have no idea. But that happens. It's annoying. And I have never figured it out. So hopefully these roofs will level us up, and then we can put some points into weight so that we can move again. Well, we got the point. I don't think it's gonna be enough. No. Still 10 over. Okay. Just seeing what all I can make. So close. So close. Can almost move. Oops. Alright, well, I will bring you guys back when I've figured this out. Alright, guys, well, I obviously made it back to base, and I was hoping to bring you guys back when I had this a little more further along, but it's taken a little longer than I anticipated. So I'm gonna call this episode here and do some grinding off camera, and by next episode this little first abode of ours will be done, or at least the structure itself will. I don't know about the interior. So thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like if you like, comment down below with any tips, suggestions, things you liked, things you didn't, all that jazz, and subscribe if I earned it. Other than that, thanks again, guys. Have a great day.